Godzilla.
Hey, what's up fam? If you are a Godzilla fan, you already know the MonsterVerse loves bringing back classic kaiju from the past. Monsters like Mothra and King Ghidorah have already met epic returns in the modern films, but sometimes instead of bringing a monster back exactly the same, the franchise takes inspiration from an old kaiju and completely reimagines it. And now it looks like MonsterVerse may have secretly reinvented one of the strangest Godzilla monsters ever created. The creature we are talking about is Titanex, introduced in Monarch Legacy of Monsters Season 2. At first glance, Titanex just seems like another mysterious Hollow Earth monster, but when you look closer, its design and abilities reveal something fascinating. It may actually be the MonsterVerse dark reinterpretation of a 37-year-old Godzilla kaiju. And that kaiju is none other than Biollante. But before we jump into the video, make sure you hit like and subscribe so you never miss any epic breakdowns. The arrival of Titanex in the premiere of Season 2 of Monarch Legacy of Monsters. Things get chaotic fast. During the escape from the Hollow Earth, a terrifying aquatic titan emerges and begins heading toward the surface world. This creature is called Titanex. The monster's appearance immediately grabs attention. It has a massive round body, long twisted tentacles, and a sharp reptilian face that almost resembles a crocodile. When it moves through the ocean, it looks less like a normal creature and more like a living underwater nightmare. But fans quickly noticed something unusual. Its design feels strangely familiar. The tentacles, the plant-like textures, the bulbous body structure, all of these details strongly resemble the legendary monster Biollante, who first appeared in the 1989 film Godzilla vs. Biollante. And the similarities go deeper than just appearance. Why Titanex feels so much like Biollante? In classic Godzilla lore, Biollante was one of the most unique kaiju ever created. Unlike most monsters, she wasn't born naturally. Instead, she was created through genetic experiment that combined Godzilla's DNA, plant cells, and the cells of a deceased human named Erika Shiragami. The result was a gigantic plant monster with massive wings, sharp teeth, and an eerie connection to humanity. But the most haunting part of Biollante's story was that Erika's spirit was believed to live inside the creature. That gave Biollante a strange emotional connection to humans, making her more than just another monster. Now, fast forward to Titanex. In Monarch Legacy of Monsters, we see something surprisingly similar. Certain characters seem able to sense the Titan's movements before it even appears. In the past timeline, Kiko somehow feels Titanex approaching a remote village long before anyone sees it, and in the present timeline, Cat experiences the same thing while the monster moves through the ocean toward Monarch and Apex vessels. These strange psychic-like connections raises a big question. Is Titanex somehow linked to humans in a way we don't fully understand yet? If so, that would mirror one of Biollante's most iconic traits, a dark reflection of Biollante. But there's also a huge difference between the two monsters. Biollante, despite her terrifying appearance, eventually acted as a force of balance. In her original story, she even fights against Godzilla when he becomes a destructive threat to the world. In other words, Biollante ultimately protects nature, and Titanex, on the other hand, seems to be the exact opposite. Instead of representing balance, the MonsterVerse portrays Titanex as a symbol of chaos. Its arrival signaled destruction, danger, and massive conflict between titans. That's why many fans believe Titanex is essentially a dark mirror version of Biollante, inspired by the classic monster but twisted into something far more dangerous. The MonsterVerse's bigger plan, and Titanex may not just be important for the TV series, its existence could be setting up something much bigger for the future of MonsterVerse. Trailers have already confirmed that Titanex will eventually clash with Godzilla. That battle alone could become one of the biggest titan fights in the franchise, but there may be an even deeper connection hidden in the story. In the classic Godzilla timeline, after Biollante's defeat. Her cells scatter into the space. Later, those cells are believed to contribute to the creation of another legendary kaiju. That monster is SpaceGodzilla. Interestingly, rumors suggest that SpaceGodzilla might appear in the upcoming MonsterVerse film Godzilla X Kong Supernova. If that happens, Titan X could play a similar role to Biollante, becoming the biological origin point for an ever greater threat, the beginning of something bigger. If this theory turns out to be true, then Titan X isn't just another monster of the week. Instead, it could be the foundation of the MonsterVerse's next major villain. And if Space Godzilla really is coming, then Titan X might be the first step toward one of the most powerful enemies Godzilla has ever faced. The MonsterVerse has always loved reinventing classic kaiju, but with Titan X, it looks like they might be doing something even more ambitious, transforming the legacy of Biollante into the start of an entirely new monster saga.